Yeah, so thank you for staying with us. So what are we talking about today?
Yes, so we're talking about beyond camera. So many things, a lot of things happen beyond camera. So my case study is going to be more of the celebrities. So we see celebrities today, everything they want us to know, that's the glamour, the luxurious pictures, the cars, the lifestyle we see on social media, on TV, but not knowing a lot happened beyond cameras. So a lot of people are going through a lot, going through health-wise, because I want to actually focus on their health-wise, because most celebrities are going through a lot in terms of illness, in terms of sickness and disease and so many things. So I want to when I saw this actor, that's Tokpo Oshoba, I'm like, okay, so she was actually going through a lot, but making us feel entertained on social media, on TV, making people laugh, putting memories on people's face, but not knowing she was really, really going through a lot. I'm so concerned about this. What do you think, Chantel?
I feel obviously it's not everything someone will put online, right? But then I start to have a problem with it where you actively try to make it look like you have a perfect life, so to say, when behind the cameras, your life is literally falling apart. If we're going to use like this sickness and everything as a case study, most of these people, once they see that there's something wrong with them health wise, they go off the grid for a while. And obviously, I can't, like, nobody can shame them for that. You have different ways you want to deal with something. But then it becomes a thing of concern when we don't hear from this person for 6 months. Using Alex as an example, right? I know different times, multiple times, where I'll be scrolling on my Twitter and people will be like, where is Alex Ekubo? It's been this long since he last posted. What is going on, right? That's fine. That's good. There's a sense of concern from the fans. But then people that are actually close to you, you don't hear from this person for 6 months. It is only courtesy that like you text this person or try to reach out like, what's going on? I know that you haven't been online or whatever. But then that's fine. I would understand taking social media breaks to handle things. But then when your life is like actively falling apart, I'm going to come back to the P Square case, right? These people are having this many fights. Like Peter added a clip where his brother was literally telling him that the next time you're coming to my house, come with your coffin because I'm going to kill you. And you people will now come and fake a reconciliation. Because Peter did mention that they faked a reconciliation.
Yes.
What's the point of that? Who are you guys trying to impress?
Yes.
We don't care enough. Because now that you've come again to talk about this thing, the most that can happen is people will talk and drop their 2 cents. Your real life is still your real life. But then, yeah.
So for me, beyond the cameras, life happens, and it happens to everybody, including those who are in public spaces, public view, and those who work behind might not be in public view. But one thing I've come to realize is, do not believe everything you see on socials. Do not believe everything you see on television. Do not believe everything you hear on radio. And I'm talking about the personalities. So many things look very glossy, but they deal with a lot. And I also agree, and I subscribe to the fact that because you're fans of those people does not necessarily mean they should carry you along.
Yeah.
It's their personal life. It's their life. And that's one thing we don't realize as Nigerians is the life I give you or what I show you as a public figure is what I do for money. Is my life for money, is what I do to make a living. Now, my personal life is none of your business. So the things I deal with beyond the cameras is my business. I don't necessarily, if I carry you along as fans, I think it's a privilege. And you shouldn't abuse the privilege by trolling me on social media because you know so much about my family. Now, going back to P Square, these people were dancing on our television, on stages. They were giving us the energy. They sang nice songs. Jude was their manager. And at that time, they gave us the perfect picture of the lovely family of 2 brothers performing and another brother being a manager, an elder brother, the big brother. But a lot was going on.
A lot was going on.
A lot was going on. And we need to get to a certain position, a certain place where celebrities and public figures are allowed to take breaks, are allowed to take time away for them to address issues affecting them beyond the camera.
So I think most celebrities now are wising up. Let me say, because when I say wising up, they've started keeping some of their personal lifestyle away from social media. Before, most celebrities try to like squeeze themselves, try to like please their fans because, oh yeah, these are my fans. They made me so popular. They are always there for me. They always want to see my content and all. So even when they are going through a lot, they always come to social media and just try to please us. I think they're wising up now because you can't kill yourself. For example, this P-Square case study, they were actually going through hell. They were
Actually,
going through
one person
hell.
was going
But
through
because,
hell.
okay, these are my fans, they just want to please them. But when they see in shock, they see say no, they don't feel whole am again. They had to just voice out.
Okay.
Okay, while I agree that like you don't owe anybody anything, it's your life. I'm going to use like all these influencers that their content is solely based on, say, their relationship. Every single thing that happens in your relationship, you feel the need to let us know. And then something happens and you guys break up and all of a sudden you need privacy. I'm so sorry. I would always have that notion that you owe people an explanation in cases like that.
So you started
I
it
agree.
already.
You started
You
this.
started
You
it already.
inserted us against our will, actually, into this relationship. You people are now breaking up. You are saying, please respect our privacy. No, you don't respect your own privacy.
And I also have issues with public figures that live all their lives on camera. And talking on camera, social media, we know everything
Yeah.
about them, their day-to-day activity. And I understand that because we live in a very fickle industry. Visibility is very important. You go off the radar for days, for weeks, for months, nobody remembers you. So I understand that. And then the bad apples, they eventually pass. And then the family members announce it and they tell you that you need to respect their privacy. I'm not going to respect your privacy because this person was someone was my favorite actor and it was always living on my screens. We're all going to go through this period together. Why should I respect your privacy? So that is something that I'm trying to subscribe to what you said. That's something I wrap my head around and I can't just wrap it.
Exactly.
Because you bring your relationship in front of the camera, your love life in front of the camera. We discuss about it every time with colleagues. It's like our reality show. And then things go south. You're telling me you need to respect
Please
my
respect.
privacy. No, I'm not going to respect
I will
it.
not.
No, but we're in this together. It's the same thing when it happened with David and Chioma
Choma.
and Sophia. And that's why sometimes people call themselves online in-laws. It's because we went through this issue together. We knew when it was Sophia. We knew when it was the other baby mama. Now we know you're getting married to Chioma. And because Chioma feels uncomfortable with the whole public drama, you say we need to respect
it.
No. We are all going. Whatever you're dealing with beyond, whatever you're dealing with beyond the cameras, we are ready to also deal with it because you carried us along from.
Do you know
day
what
one.
point this proves? Don't judge me that I said. I was right. You have like, I strongly believe that people that feel the need to post every single thing and keep us involved, there's something going on behind that they are trying to hide so bad.
Yeah.
There's definitely something going on. And again, you can still maintain normal social time and screen time and people will not suspect anything. But then at that point where you have involved us in everything, now you can't cover it again. You're not saying, please, at this point, we would really appreciate if you... No, we would not.
So, I'm sorry. So, I want to deviate now to health. Now, this culture of I am fine. Most celebrities, they're going through a lot here, but they keep saying, I'm fine, just because people are checking up on you. Yeah, it's good, but they keep saying, I am fine, I am fine. Let's cultivate the habit of, yeah, I need help.
Okay, sorry.
What kind of help, though?
So,
Because if I don't need financial help, if, God forbid now, I have a health problem, I know that I can afford to treat myself. Why do I have to come and say, this is what is going on with me? Because, again, social media is a very tricky place. There's this couple that came out and said, oh, something, they realized, they were pregnant, right? They realized that the child was going to be special needs. The child was going to have Down syndrome. So they decided to, like, terminate. for a good 2 weeks on Twitter. This thing was a hot topic. Why would you do such a thing? Did I come to you for advice?
So, like you said, some things should not even make it to podcast, just like that.
Exactly.
But when you talked about people tell you they're fine, they're fine. They're fine because of public perception. Now, if I let people understand that this is what is wrong
Like
with me, the
Alex's
judgment will be
case.
crazy. So, this is not even about public figures. I'm also an advocate of saying it the way it is. I don't understand. I know it's all about religion and us being religious and spiritual. I don't understand when people are sick and they say they're strong. I am
Actually,
sick. I am sick.
I'm not
Are
feeling
you fine? If
No.
people ask me, "Are you fine?" and I'm not fine. I tell you, I am not fine.
Some will
And
say
I
I'm
think
strong.
no, and I think people should cultivate that. That's the way we can even many of these public figures can release themselves from the shackles of depression. Because they're not fine, they're not fine.
yeah.
If I'm upset about something and you walk up to me, you know me, and you tell me I tell you I'm not fine, I'm upset and I want to fight.
Right.
Because that's the way I feel. I won't tell you, I'm okay, it's fine, don't worry. I'm okay, it's fine. And then I'm dealing with a lot in me. Now, if P Square, Peter, had told us, from the onset that things were not fine, even when there were speculations about his family not accepting Lola,
Yeah.
there were speculations about that the family was not.
Yes.
But I can remember he also came out to say that's a lie. That they love Lola, they love
Yes.
this. So you're coming out now after so many years to say this is what you went through. But you told us you were fine. Is this an afterthought?
So that's because he wants us to see him and his family. Maybe in a...
Public figures, I think people need to realize that public figures are human beings. They're not demigods, they're not semigods. They deal with a lot. They deal with outbreaks.
They're humans also.
They're humans. There are times
They're
they're confused
humans.
about what they should have for breakfast.
So this celebrity thing is
They're
just a
confused
tag.
about what they should wear.
Yes.
They're normal human beings. There are times that, whatever happens to you as a normal human
see
being
the celebrity life,
happens to them too.
This celebrity
I
life,
would
I feel it's
also-
like a cage. Like your celebrity, you
It depends,
don't have that.
it depends on who wants to be caged.
Yes, actually.
To be
I would
honest.
also never understand people that try to protect other people at the expense of themselves. A typical example would be, let's say a blog carries it that, my information is reaching me that these people, their marriage is kini. Apparently, there's, let's say, domestic violence. You will come out and debunk this thing and come back in 2 years. Do you know how many times this man beats me? Go back and go and meet your man, please. Shebi, you said it's not our business, please.
Oh, this life,
So
celebrity life.
That's why I have issues with what you said. That we need to round off now. We're leaving, but I also judge. I judge people that they come out the first 2 years or first year and say everything is perfect. No, don't mind what was in the media, and they hold their hands and they're doing this lovey-dovey. And then after 3 years, when things just go bad, they say
And they
it was
still come
beating me,
back.
physical assault. Like
Hold
my
your baby.
darling, as much as I do not support physical and assault and all that, but you accepted it from year one.
And
Maybe
you
should
told us,
accept it all through.
exactly, and you told us that it was a lie.
Yeah, maybe we should accept it all through.
Tough.
But that's
right,
the
no.
best the much we can take. But it's very important to realize that our public figures, they go through the same things we go through.
Yeah.
The only reason we see these things is because they're public figures. They live in our faces, in our eyes, they're on social media, and visibility is very important for the kind of job they do. So I think people should be very careful with the way they troll them. Be careful, be considerate. It's very important. We need to go, Chantal.
Thank you very much for sticking with us on Breakfast in Bed. My name remains Chantal Basharan. See you next week.
I see you guys next week. I remain Elizabeth Sholari.
And my name is Bababumi Agbibi. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend. And remember that a lot of things happen beyond the camera, and we should be very considerate and careful with the way we come for these public figures. But some of them deserve it, but let's be careful. Bye.
The morning fantastic.